Hello all, welcome to my channel, and today's video is going to be a Sephora haul video. So Sephora have launched one of their stores in Hyderabad recently, a couple of months ago, and I didn't get chance to visit the store, and finally I went there and bought a few makeup items, and I want to share with you what I've bought from Sephora. So let's get started very quickly, and I would start with my most favorite item from the haul, that is the Makeup Forever multi-use powder foundation. So this is how the packaging looks like, and this retails for rupees 3,325, which is expensive, which is really on expensive side. But the good thing is I got it on 50% off. Okay, and this is in the shade 115 Pink Ivory. So actually this is not my shade. For your shade reference, I'm NC40 from MAC. So this is for the very fair skin tone people. This will really go well. But the advantage of this particular collection is that you can never go wrong with the shade, because even I thought the same initially, but when I applied it, it gave me a very sheer coverage. It looks so natural, and it gives you that kind of shine which is very, which comes from within your skin. It doesn't look as if you have applied something on your face. So if you're a person who are looking for something that would really go well, and it gives you that natural finish and doesn't look cakey, this is the one to go for. I highly recommend this. And this is usually designed for or formulated for the skin tones which are lighter than NC30 or so. But though I'm NC40, it did really work well for me. And yeah, this is about it. And let's see the inner packaging. So once you open it, this is how it looks like. And yeah, this is the same kind of packaging where you get for all the powder foundations mostly, but the bottom is not even. It's kind of you know cylindrical kind of stuff. So yeah, this is how it looks like. So this is the pan, and once you flip it, so you have the sponge here, which I haven't used it yet, so which is why it's very clean. And they have given some mesh kind of stuff for the sponge to get dry if you make it wet. Okay, but I highly suggest not to wet the sponge and use it, because this is a very expensive product. And if you wet the product and you put the same sponge on the cake, that might get spoiled up and it might become really cakey. So I would use any external sponges or any makeup brushes apart from this, just to make it convenient while traveling. So yeah, this is about it. And let me show you the swatch of it. It is so nice, and it is like, oops. So yeah, so it blends in so nice. It doesn't give you that kind of cakey or makeup kind of effect. It feels as if you have put nothing on your face, so which is why I really love this foundation. It's kind of a pressed powder basically. It's even more heavier than the pressed powder, and almost the same like pressed powder. So yeah, this is about the foundation. And I have also got the MAC one with me. Yeah, so the packaging is also sturdy. It's sufficient to be sturdy. And but yeah, if I have to compare the MAC and Makeup Forever one, I would definitely go for Makeup Forever one, because it gives the convenient or the sufficient coverage which I'm really looking for. But the MAC one, you really need to be very careful, because it gives you that kind of heavy look on your face. So for the regular wear, I would definitely go for this one. Okay, so this is about the Makeup Forever Powder Plus Foundation. Now let's move on to the next item. And I was searching for a concealer very recently. So because of my office timings and all, I couldn't sleep properly, and I came up with a new look with my dark circles. So I was really hunting for some nice concealer. I was searching from a very high-end brand because a concealer has to be really good. Otherwise, it might end up looking ashy. It should match to your skin tone really perfectly, and also it should stay for a longer time. So I have tried almost all the concealers from Sephora, like from Givenchy, Bobbi Brown, Nude Sticks, Anastasia Beverly Hills. So, like almost all the brands which are available at Sephora. But finally, this one worked great for me, and I felt this is on a reasonable side as well. This is the Sephora gel concealer. So this is how it comes. But I have opened it, so let's see what it claims. I don't think the camera is focusing here, but yeah, it's a high coverage concealer with natural finish, but that is true. It did cover my dark circles. I mean, I don't really have a very heavy dark circles, but then I have tried many concealers from Maybelline. I've heard many good reviews on that particular range, like Fit Me concealer and the Age Rewind concealer, but I didn't find they didn't match my the color of my dark circles, and they turned out to be ashy after settling down, so which is why I didn't get them. And they have a very nice shade range from this collection. So this is in the shade amber. Okay, so let me show you the swatch of this. So the applicator is also really nice. It's a flat applicator, if you could see. It's not that lip gloss kind of applicator. It is really flat. So very little amount goes for a long time. So you could just take a drop of it. I just close it. It is little dark for my skin tone, but it perfectly works for my under eyes. It's not good for spot concealing for my skin tone, but yeah, it does conceal my spots and everything. But then I don't use the liquid foundation. I just use the powder foundations because I feel them really light on my skin, which is why. So yeah, so and this concealer I use it with one of my beauty blenders. It's not the actual beauty blender I would be using. So this is one of the brand I've seen in Qmart. So this retails for 249 rupees, which is really nice because I don't feel like investing 2000 rupees on a beauty blender for which I rarely use. So I just bought this, and this is a damp sponge. If you wet it, it becomes double the size, and it's really good. So for I felt it totally worth. So just for your information, if you're in hunt of getting a nice beauty blender, if you have any Qmart nearby, so in the fancy section where you get all the bindes and all, in the same section you can find this beauty blender, and it's very nice. You could wash it. It's a damp sponge now. So this is how the packaging looks like for this. You might find it in Qmart. Okay, so this is about it. And the next item, and the item which I'm very much disappointed with, is Makeup Forever Pro Sculpting Brow Palette. The concept of this palette is really good, but this shade didn't work out for me. And so this also retails for rupees 3425, which is really expensive for a brow palette, and particularly which do not do much for your brows. Yeah, it's not at all worth investing so much in a brow palette. But this was on 50% off, like just like the powder foundation, which was absolutely stunning, but this is a disaster. So yeah, this is how it looks like. The packaging and everything is really good. So once you open this, you get this pamphlet kind of thing like this. So they give you all the steps how you should follow for applying this. Step one is you apply the wax with fingertips on the angled brush, and follow the natural shapes to smooth the brow hairs in place. Okay, and comb with the brush to define the design shape of your brows, and then they suggest to fill the brows and then highlight. I'll show you how the palette looks like. So this is about the description of the palette, but because I bought it, I have to use. So this again, this also retails for around 1700 rupees, which I was very much disappointed. So I've been trying to finish it up as soon as possible. So basically the concept is really good. So they have got three shades. I think this shade will not work with Indian skin tones. I mean Indian hair, brow hairs or so. That's because we have got naturally thick hair, but US people, they might have very light eyebrows. So just for the natural effect, they have launched this shade. So this is in the shade 01. Um, yeah, there's nothing written under, it's just the number, it's 01, and 02 is little darker than this. So this is how it looks like. So I think the swatch might not be visible on the camera because it's not really dark. So it doesn't actually show up if you put it on the hand, but on the brows it does work well. It's, I don't say it's stunning. I have actually said it's a disaster. Yes, it is a disaster. I mean the shade, I might have taken the shade number 2, but then it was not on the offer. So I thought, why not try this? I was eagerly searching for a brow palette and I got this, but I'm very much disappointed because I bought it for a purpose, I mean for a party wear also, but this doesn't really work for the party wear stuff. I actually have a benefit cabro thing, so I just went out to get the mini version of the cabro because I ended up finishing it. So I thought, why not give it a try, because I have already used cabro and this is in offer. So I bought it and I'm very much disappointed. So this comes with a spoolie like this, and the brush is a disaster. It's very hard. If you see these are not those brush results, these are some sort of plastic results. Maybe they intended to uh, they've designed it for putting wax on the brows. That could be a reason, because if you just use the powder with this brush, it really hurts, and that's a very sensitive part, and I really don't prefer using this brush. I use a Pro Art angular brush, and the spoolie is really good. It's very stiff and good, it doesn't fall out. I really love the spoolie part, but not the brush. And so yeah, so usually for makeup artists, when they, fill in your brows, they start with a lighter color here, and they might use the combination of these two colors at the beginning of your brows, and then when the eyebrow starts going towards that V, so they would be using the darker colors for you to have the natural effect. So people will not know that you have put on some eyebrow powder on your eyebrows or so. So for that reason, they came up with three different shades. And once you're done with that, so they suggest you to put this is the gel. So they suggest you to put the gel first, and then put the brow powder on top of it, and then once done, this is the highlighter, which is used for highlighting the part after filling your brow. So this is the concept of this palette, which is good, but I have chosen a wrong shade. That's my bad. But anyway, this goes well for my regular use, so I'm using it for my everyday wear. So this is about this palette. And the final thing from Sephora is this mask. This is a nose mask. So this retails for rupees 250, I guess. Yes, this is for 250 rupees. And so like how you use this nose strips to remove the dead cells or clean up your pores. So this does the same job. I've heard good reviews on this. So they have two variants in this mask. They have the charcoal one and the pineapple one. So I like the fruit fragrances or the flavor, so I bought a pineapple one, and the charcoal one is also good, it seems. I've heard some reviews on that. So yeah, this is about the Sephora haul, and very soon I would be doing a comparison video between the Makeup Forever powder foundation and also the MAC Studio Fix powder plus foundation. So stay tuned for that, and for now this is it. So I'll meet you in the next videos. Okay, until then, have a good day and good time. Bye bye.